talk nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings.
Set to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's on 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more.
All you got to do is
get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Jets.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, that was dangerous. And throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
3rd down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Dalvin calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up losing yardage here. As that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Johnson on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards on the ground.
51-yard gain. First down, New York.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Darnold now to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
5-yard line.
This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Darnold on third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Score, Vikings 14, Jets 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, Michelle. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
At the 28-yard line.
The full right sideline here is complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sony Michel His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Vikings 21. Jets.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Darnold. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. K.J. Hamler. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Vikings 21. Jets.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. A mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
Back to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jets.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the 38-yard line.
Cook. Cook hardly lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The 45-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
He was
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Darnold looking for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Number 33.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
On the return, Johnson.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
24-yard line.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, New York.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gain of 21
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. Refusing to go down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ashton Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Here's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jets 56, Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that rushing touchdown is 4. Puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Short kick. One of the upfield will take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle made.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
Hamler, the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 8.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Shedding the tackle. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Jets.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.